We're starting right now. When you opened your CapCut project, you need videos you can edit, right? To import them, you can simply drag them here or click this button and select the ones you want to insert. Now that you have the files in your project, the question is how to get them onto your timeline, right? It's simple. Just drag them down or click this little plus to have them automatically added to your timeline. It is important to adjust the aspect ratio of your video depending on which platform you want to edit it for. 9:16 resolution is good for TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts, but we will choose 16:9 resolution, which is intended for YouTube long-form videos. Now, if you don't want these black lines below and above the video, simply move your cursor to the edge of your video and drag your video to expand it to fill the frame. Also on the right side, when you select it in video, you have options like scale. Position X, when you change it, the video moves along the horizontal axis, and position Y, the video moves along the vertical axis. You can also rotate your video, and in Dropbox from Blend, you can choose how you want your video to be blended. To change the name of your project and frame rate of the preview, click the Modify button on the right side. Now I will name the project Tutorial, but of course you can do whatever you want. I'll choose a frame rate of 60 FPS, then click Save. Some of the essential features are here, so let's explain them. For starters, you have an undo and a reset button, which I think everyone knows what they do. Then you have a split button that cuts the video. You can also use the Ctrl+B button for that. Next to it is the delete left button, which deletes the left side of the video. You can use the Q button on your keyboard instead. There is also a delete right button that deletes the video on the right side. You can use the W button on your keyboard instead. Then there is also the delete button, which I assume everyone knows what it is for. You can easily add a marker using this button, or you can just click the M button on the keyboard. This is the mirror button, and next to it are the rotate and resize buttons. Now we're going to add the audio also in the same way as the video. We're going to cut it using the method I showed you a little bit earlier by clicking Q then W. Then on the right side we will adjust the volume and fade in as well as fade out. In order to adjust the video, we will select it, and on the right side we will click the adjustment section. There we can set things like saturation, brightness, highlights, vignette, etc. In order to show you the transitions, we will add another video and resize it. Now click on the transitions section on the left and choose which one you would like to use. Then just drag it between your two videos. We will add a sound effect to our transition by selecting the audio section, in which, as you can see, there are subsections. Musics, where you can select the music you want to insert into the video. Sound effects. Here you can select sound effects, which we will do later. Copyright check. You can check if your video contains copyrighted elements. Extract audio. Here you can add some of your own audio from your computer. TikTok sounds. If you are logged into your TikTok, you can choose the sound from it that you want to use here. Brand musics. Now that we have clarified that, we will enter the sound effects section and type swish in the search bar. Then we'll drag it exactly where the transition starts and we'll adjust the volume. Go to the text section and click add text to add it. Now we simply click on it and write what we want on the right. I'll write subscribe. Now below that we can choose the font. For example, we will choose Montserrat. Below that we choose whether we want the text to be bold or, for example, italic. Then whether we want all letters to be uppercase or lowercase, or if only the first letter of the word starts with capital. Below that we choose the color of the text. What the character says is the distance between the letters, and the line is the distance between the lines in the text. There we can choose a preset if we want. Below we can select if we want stroke, background, glow, which we will make green, shadows, and curves. In the bubble section, of course, we can add a bubble of our choice, but we will not do that now. And in the effects section, we can add the effect we want to it. I will choose this one. In the animation section, we can add animations for in, for example this one, for out, for example this one, and as a combo, for example this one. If you want to put a combo animation on the text, I would recommend you not to put animation for in, or to make sure that it fits nicely. There are also tracking and text-to-speech options, which we will not cover in this video. On the left side there is also a section for stickers. We will insert this one and you can easily animate it, but keep in mind that it has different animations than the text and depending on which sticker you choose. There is also an effects section where we can add any effect we want by just dragging it onto our video. For example, we will add a blur effect, and on the right side we can choose its strength. We can add as many effects as we want to the video, and if we want to delete one, we will click this button, and then the effect we want to delete, and then the delete button on the keyboard. I've already shown you the transitions, and if you have a voiceover, which I don't have, you can go to the Captions section, then Auto Captions, and click Generate. In the Template section, you can choose a template of your choice for captions. There's also an Auto Lyrics option. And in the Filters section, we can select and add the filter we want. It is also added by dragging it to the video as well as effects. In the Adjustment option, we can select an additional adjustment and add it to the part of the video where we want it. And on the right side, we adjust settings like saturation, clarity, etc. Here you can choose whether you want to mute the track, lock it so you don't accidentally move or delete something, or hide it from being seen in the video. We can animate video in the same way as text, only the animations are slightly different. This is how it looks with the animations I added to it. In the right corner, when we mark the video, we can select the mask section in order to add a mask to it. For example, I will add this one. Below, we can adjust feather. Finally, of course, we want to export our video. We will do that by clicking the Export button. We can set the name and where we want our video to be exported, resolution, bitrate, codec, format, and frame rate. Then we can choose whether we want to export the audio separately with it or combined. If the video is longer than 1 minute, we can do a copyright check. Now we are done and simply click Export. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you want to know how to get CapCut Pro for free, watch this video. It's only 30 seconds long, and it's very useful.